Hi guys, welcome back to episode fucking 20, is it? 20 of LA Noire. I was about to say Skyrim Special Edition then. LA Noire. Getting to really towards the end now, I think. And I think this is our second arson case. So, as per usual, we'll jump straight in.
You're 2 blocks behind first and second.
We have more buildings to clear. You know our orders,
There's
Sergeant.
barely a building left standing or not on fire in your zone, Cole. Is your sector full of Japs?
Questioning my command.
The captain doesn't want anyone falling behind.
Tell the captain we will join him when the job is done.
Just give us the word, Sarge. We'll take care of him. He should be sectioned. That Jap lover's a fucking liability.
We're here to kill Japs, not our own people.
Star-crossed son of a bitch. No one wants to serve under him. He's bad fucking luck.
Can it? We have a job to do here. If I can live with it, you can too.
Don't know if I'm like major fan of them cutbacks really. I never sit there I'm like, oh, it's quality, but I understand the necessity of it. It does add to the story here, as you see, like it's getting more integrated into Cole's story. I just tripped me out then. It seemed like the same place where that King of Hobos, like the room that King of Hobos has.
House fire. Bad one. At least 4 Vicks. Get out there and find out what you can. The address is 650 North Hobart.
I'm telling you, it'll never stick and you'll get roasted.
I don't know if you agree with that or not. Just them cutscenes, I'm like, I kind of have like to force myself to be like, oh, it's part of the story. But I'm like, really, I'm like, ugh, this seems to be like worse. It's like it's written by someone else, or maybe they used to write them on a Friday night when they're having beers or something.
Disgusting.
They haven't even said a word to each other, these two. I don't know what's happened. They've had some sort of tiff while I've been away. I'm sure they'll start talking in the car. Righty-ho! I just did it again, like, sometimes I completely... They're not talking still.
You hear about Rancho Escondido?
Are we having a conversation, Biggs?
Okay, fuck it. Forget I...
I'm teasing you, Herschel. Tell me about it.
Well, the new housing development's a couple of weeks from completion. Burned to the ground last night. GIs are ready to move in this weekend. Developer's gonna have some very angry customers. Shame about Chapman. The arson desk has been trying to nail that son of a bitch for years.
He's still in custody, Herschel.
Wanna bet? Fella kicked him loose already. Can't hold him for misdemeanor cigarettes and matches.
Oh, shite! Well, there you go. Get something new every episode. Now, I was just going to say, I always fucking forget to, Oh, that is just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I was on the right side of the road and everything, man. Forget to wrap a towel around my controller so it minimises the noise of the clicks. Every time I sit down, I forget, and I have to do like some sort of like kung fu stretch to go and get it without making a sound on the microphone. I've just opted for a hoodie that was on my bed and wrapped it in that instead. But anyway, it's just four Vicks. Eh, le four Vickies. No, Vicky. It's plural in Italian, that, but no onions. dead, burnt to the ground. Brown bread. They're brown bread, literally. Oh, fuck me. Fucking hell, I swear they're out to get me. Ha! Cut it out. Now you've got much to go on, really, but it's quite interesting to see that man with, is it origami or something? What house is it? I'm joking, you guys, I'm joking. So obviously this one over here. No, joking. It looks like where you snuck out at night and then like your parents are waiting for you at midnight by the door as you try and come back in. Carruthers there.
You guys better see this. I hope you have strong stomachs.
If Carruthers is saying that, then we know it's gonna be good. No, you know I literally do that. Get a bit creeped out by this shit.
Do you have a name? Morelli, Mike. We recovered a picture of the family.
Okay. Anything else?
To be honest, I just got here, Phelps. Best you talk to Lynch. He's the expert.
Doesn't make any sense. Why aren't they scattered around like the rest of the debris?
I think they've been moved.
Ooh.
I think someone moved them after the explosion and before the fire.
Can you explain that, please?
I'm almost positive the cause of death is asphyxiation due to gas inhalation. Look at the parts of their bodies that aren't scorched. The coloring around the fingertips is typical.
They wouldn't have felt a thing.
I think the fire damage is post-mortem. I think someone moved them into this room after the explosion.
It still doesn't make any sense. Why would you run into a burning building?
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously pretty fucked up. Yes.
What are they doing?
The prayer effect is from the fire. The muscles and tendons contract.
That's fucking weird, isn't it? There's something about that that's just very... It's kind of gets you under your skin a bit. The prayer effect. If you get burnt alive, you go into like a... in that position. God, this game does do it. Yes, I am rimming the game again. So what? I do what I want. Brothers?
Find anything interesting?
Oh, give us a sec, mate.
You ever think about how many people have died in this world? And how big heaven would have to be to accommodate them, Biggs?
No, I have not. Show some respect.
What's Cole trying to say there?
It's our boy. I think he watches the fires. I think the Sawyer fire went wrong.
So what about the guy we have in jail, Phelps?
We got the wrong guy.
That doesn't explain why he ran into a burning building. What would make anyone do that?
Guilt.
For the fires?
For his mistake. This guy wants to burn houses, not families. He expects the houses to be empty. He was trying to redeem himself. He probably thought they'd be happier together.
You are one very disturbed individual, Phelps. I know you had it rough lately, but you should start to compartmentalize your thoughts.
You could be right. Can you come up with an alternative explanation?
Sure, it's the same guy.
Are you telling me that some son of a bitch murdered these people, the whole family, and arranged them here like Cupid dolls?
Might fit, Cole, but I don't think we could ever prove it. There's very little evidence.
Oh, that fucking...
Evidence?
Oh, get a fucking
Albert,
grip.
check out the hot water system. Make sure we're dealing with the same MO.
Sure, Phelps. I'll get back to you.
Leave the rest to us, Cole. You better find out what's eating Biggs.
What is wrong with him? Just some charcoal families, mate.
So something finally got to you.
You want my help, pretty boy? You got it. You keep riding me and you won't be pretty much longer.
We can get this guy, Herschel.
You think you've seen everything, Phelps? I was with the 2nd Marines at Bella Wood. The things that went on in that farmhouse. My own guys on fire, screaming for a way out. You're not gonna get this guy. There's gonna be no photos and no citations. We're gonna kill this miserable fuck. End of story. You getting this?
You remember the list from the travel agent?
Sure.
The Morellis were winners too. Their name was on that list.
Christ. We should take a look around, work at Neighbours, see what they know. I'll go across the street.
Okay, I'll try this side.
I haven't done this for years.
You don't look like a fireman, son.
Don't know why I found that funny. It's just quite a dramatic drop, even though it was about half a foot. Wow, evils, right?
LAPD. Can you tell me anything about the fire next door?
Terrible luck. Imagine after having won that weekend away.
What's your name, sir?
Foreman. Dudley Foreman.
Why don't I like this guy? I'm just getting a kind of weird vibe of him. Let's get a witness report from Mr. Foreman.
Did you see or hear anything that might have...
Look, we were asleep when we heard the explosion.
Oh, fair enough. Joking.
You didn't like Morelli, did you?
Some neighbors you get along with, some you don't. Guess they should have sold up.
What do you mean?
They're knocking down all these old houses and building a new subdivision for GIs. Morelli was being difficult.
Can you tell us more about the planned demolitions?
You said someone is knocking these houses down?
Elysian Fields. You must know them. They're billboards. That Monroe character beaming down at you. We've had an offer for the house.
Did the Morellis want to sell?
I don't know.
Oh boy, just tell us, you fucking weirdo.
Whatever you thought of Morelli, his whole family is dead. They couldn't have all deserved that. I want you to help me here, Foreman.
Morelli was pig-headed. He built the house himself. He didn't want to sell. Stubborn fool was ruining it for all of us.
Possible motive there. Yeah, the promotional travel contest.
You said the Morellis had won a weekend away to Catalina Island?
Yeah, that's right. First thing I thought after the explosion was, thank goodness they was away. Then I find out they was still in there.
Who was running the competition?
What? I don't know.
Oh, for fuck's sake, just tell her. I don't believe him. Looking away. Yeah, okay. Even if it is, we get this wrong, I'm gonna go bad cop, and even if it is good cop, we have nothing to lose here, because he doesn't know, so either, if he doesn't know, he won't tell us either way, but if he does know, then the bad cop will prize it out of him. So bad cop once again.
I need more, Mr. Foreman.
Okay, fine.
Tell me what you know about the Suburban Redevelopment Fund.
I know nothing about it. I've never heard of them.
That's it, doesn't matter. Doesn't make a difference to me, mate. Fucking weirdo. Such a very peculiar man. Very, very strange. In terms of who I find the most annoying in partners, I think Biggs may now be up there as the number one. Numero one. I prefer... What's going on over here? We just spoke to him. What's going on here? It's got. Do you see on my map? There's a white blip. But I'm sure we've done everything with him. We'll go over and speak to Biggs. He's probably that blue marker, I'm guessing. Bukowski. I'd rather hang around with Bukowski. I'd rather hang around with Rusty. Or Royale is quite annoying. I think I'd rather hang around with Roy, because he says this stuff about a pig stickler and shit like that. It makes me laugh. Biggs is just whiny. I mean, Ralph, to be fair, is another one who is very whiny. I'd rather have, yeah, Ralph's the worst, then Biggs, then Earl, then probably Rusty, then Bukowski. There you go. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Right, we've obviously missed something here. I don't want to do that again. This guy needs to be talked to again. Unless we haven't searched the entire area, which is very possible. It just seems like it ended like we didn't have to look around the house again. Yeah, the music's still playing, so not going to do that again, guys. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. Yeah, alright. I mean, it is disgusting, but they do kind of look like Salvador Dali. Like a Salvador Dali piece, a little bit. But it's, I'm not, you know, it's disgusting and it's terrible what happens, the Morellis, but I mean, I just do. I mean, if you took that to certain art exhibitions, then you could win some money. I don't know. Don't know. Maybe the shed's got something in it. Ooh. What was that? Nah, it's me. I'm not bother. It's gonna be nothing. Not even gonna bother with a baseball. Pointless. A bit like the sport, am I right, guys? Because the sport's boring as fuck as well. I get to have digs. I can do it. It's my channel. It's my channel. It's my video. Right? I can diss baseball. It's like a jumped up rounders. Right. Get a bit of karma here because I can't actually find a way out or the next clue. I'm not going to use intuition. I may use intuition. I'm just thinking for the last sort of few episodes. We don't want it to be a really shitty ending where it's like, you know, I'm guessing this has like multiple endings. I'm guessing this piece of evidence we would have found here. Then we put it to him. But this is taking a rather long time. And as I was saying, I want to keep the intuitions for that. Where's the doggo? Where's your dog? Hey, boy. Oh, here we go. Are we Instajet? Is it?
Looks like the same model.
And Reginald Varley is there. Varley. Reg Varley. Apologies. More? Okay, fine. Jeez. Maybe there's something out here. Oh, okay. Here we go again. Enjoy.
How did you get my number, Ira?
At first, I didn't understand you. But now I do.
I'd like you to come back to the clinic.
I'm helping other people now, Doctor.
I think you are confused. You haven't been to the clinic for weeks.
I'm not confused anymore, Doctor. I'm helping people be together.
This world is only temporary. We'll all be happier in heaven.
Why don't you tell me where you are and I can come to you? I think the fires should end now. They have served their purpose.
Oh, the fires are only beginning, Doctor. After the fires, everything will be beautiful and clean.
Everything will be erased. The world will be fresh and new.
I can see my purpose now, Doctor. And you helped me to find it.
It's a dishevelled Fontaine. A bit on edge today. Carney, pass me some medication. I'm feeling mildly peculiar. Still more to find apparently. Okay, this is fucking it's getting a bit irritating now. Right, so yeah, I think I would have been ages doing that, so. You always kind of think it's in the proximity of the... What is going on? How far away is that?
Olive oil comes from olives.
I'm not getting mad here. Oh! I am trying. I am pressing X. Oh, okay. Yeah, I wouldn't have looked at
Whoever
it.
he was wearing boondockers. I would know that imprint anywhere.
Maybe it's like a marine thing. Can I fucking... Is that it? Right, and goes... I went down! Cigarette butts. Whoever he was a chain smoker.
Someone was keeping watch. Looks like they were here for quite a while. Brand looks distinctive.
That's fucked up if that neighbour, Quality. We'll ask him that last question, I guess. Still waiting there to be asked the final question. He's standing like Kaiser Soze. Oh shit, I kind of spoiled the film there. He's standing like Kevin Spacey's character in The Usual Suspects. Right. Suspicious activity. Yeah, we'll just ask him about the boots and the fags.
Did you see anyone hanging around the Morelli's home prior to the explosion?
Nope. Can't say as I was looking out, though.
We'll cues. Obviously, we can use the footprints or the cigarette butts, but we'll cues and see what dialogue comes up. Because he's not saying. He said he wasn't looking, so how could he know anyway? But we'll do that.
I think you're covering for someone, Foreman. Who is it?
Right.
And I think you are off your rocker. How can you make an accusation like that? What proof have you got?
You just think if we couldn't find that we should be able to answer it anyway? Does that make sense? Like, if it was doubt, that question would have appeared earlier. So although I would have lent towards doubt when you bad cop before, I'm going to go for this.
I can see you're the excitable type. You shouldn't let your imagination run away with itself.
Yeah, I just don't quite understand why that question's come up there.
I'll have a patrolman come by and take your statement. Hopefully you'll be a little bit more cooperative with him.
Come on, kid. I'm doing my best here. You were talking about the competition, right? Catalina Island? I've got one of the flyers in the kitchen if you're interested.
Any luck, Cole?
A couple of things. What did you pick up?
Folded piece of paper. Looks complicated.
Japanese call it origami. Can I take a look?
Sure.
Paper crane. There's a legend about them. You fold 1,000 of these and you get a wish.
Imagine the poor sucker who's actually done that. Nothing happened.
Hey, don't break it.
I'm not. I'm unfolding it. It looks like a waybill or a flyer.
For what?
Oh, for God's sake.
For Elysian Fields developments.
He's not very bright, is he, Biggs? I mean, don't break it. There we are. His old matey boy.
I see you already have one.
We want to buy your old home
When did
today.
the flyer arrive in your mailbox?
They've been arriving for weeks. This one was in the mailbox when I got home from work yesterday afternoon.
Guys. Right. Cheers, Mr. I've forgotten your name. Frank something, I guess. Payphone. The pity payphone. You got the questions wrong. Just move, please. Ring the old gal up.
I need an address for a property developer. Elysian Fields Developments.
One moment, detective. The address is 748 North Oxford Avenue, Wilshire. Anything else?
Messages, please.
You have a message. Contact Captain McKelty immediately.
Thanks. Can you put me through, operator?
Of course. Here you are.
Commander?
Leads on the Morelli fire.
We're about to go and visit Elysian Fields Developments.
You're about to do what? Leland Monroe? He's a personal friend of the mayor and the chief. Are you out of your mind? I'm warning you, Phelps.
Commander, we have a line of inquiry.
You have something, you bring it to me. You're hanging by a thread, Phelps. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. Have a report on my desk today.
Fucking arsehole.
Kelty has warned us off over Elysian.
Makes sense. It's a dead end.
Oh, shut up.
We should check out Rancho Escondido.
Just shut
You know the place?
up.
Sure. Corner of Fountain and Wilton.
So you are
Let's go.
relatively useful. No, you're useful for... Go to Elysian Fields, right? It was giving us the option to do it. Let's go there. Fuck it.
We are not going there.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we fucking are.
You just won't let this go, will you, Cole?
You know they're involved somehow. You expect me to turn my back on it?
You're a big boy. I expect you to know which battles are worth throwing my pension away for.
I hope we don't get sacked from this. It does come up, you know. What is he doing? He's running away, that guy. Right, Elysian Fields. Alright, go on, Biggs. You ask the questions first. Cole carries all his partners, doesn't he? It's very posh, isn't it? Look at that. The design of the place. It's lovely. Just, like, this could be in, like, nowadays. Do you know what I mean? When you think about it, I mean, the 40s weren't that far removed from nowadays, really. And what have you got? You got iPhone. It doesn't matter. I'm just talking shit. Forget it.
Phelps and Biggs, LAPD, to see Leland Monroe.
Do you have an appointment?
We're the police, lady. We don't need an appointment.
Can I tell him what it's about?
It's an official investigation.
There are 2 police officers here to see Mr. Monroe.
Send them through.
And that's our cue. Thanks, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
I won't have a bad word said about Leland Monroe. Mr. Monroe is improving the lives of ordinary families.
Alright. You're sleeping together.
May I help you, gentlemen?
Oh my good lord.
We'd like to speak to Mr. Monroe.
I'm afraid it's impossible. Mr. Monroe's schedule is booked weeks in advance.
Cut to the chase, sister. Is he in?
I'm not at liberty to reveal that, officer.
So he hired you for your intelligence?
I find that offensive.
You have every right to.
This is getting us nowhere, miss.
Casino.
Would you like us to return with a warrant?
That won't be necessary, gentlemen. Come into my office.
Do you say anything else?
I am not prepared to let you waste any more of our time. Please leave.
She's so into me. She's so into Cole.
Boy.
Sure, I'll have a scotch.
Oh my god.
Biggs!
Wow. Call this. So he's obviously into designing model houses, I guess. He's obviously a fanatic at joking, alright? I know it's a scaled down version of Real Houses, alright? God. What do you take me for? Bad Let's Player? Likely.
Investigating a series of domestic fires, Mr. Monroe.
It's terrible, boys. How can I help?
Elysian linked to the arsons.
Elysian Fields and Suburban Redevelopment Fund flyers keep turning up in the vicinity of the fires.
They're turning up all over town, boys. Can you imagine the current demand for housing?
So that's your explanation, Mr. Monroe? Coincidence?
Explanation? Why, what's to explain? I advertise on radio and billboards for buyers, and I advertise for sellers using waybills.
Oh shit. Let's have a look at a notebook. Bodies moved, obviously no, we can away. Houses to be demolished. Blueprints. Doesn't really tell us anything. It could be lie, that one. What here? Intuition. Bad. I kind of have a good cop or bad cop, isn't it? Bad cop.
Yes. We found a family burnt out in their home. Another house burned to the ground. Another Elysian Fields flyer. Our information is that they didn't want to sell.
Are you saying that's something to do with me? Is that your point?
Point is, every time we find a family barbecue, we find one of your flyers. Is that good advertising?
Promotional travel contest.
What do you know about a competition for families to win free vacations to Catalina Island?
My company runs many promotions. I'm not familiar with that one.
It's on the flyer, I suppose, isn't it? 3 weekend away, weekend vacation. The cigarette butts of Marley Crane. I'm going bad cop again. Shite.
2 families are dead, Mr. Monroe. This isn't a question of criminal liability. We're looking at conspiracy to commit murder.
You know who you're talking to, son. You want to use incendiary language like that with me? I suggest you should leave immediately.
Local land acquisitions.
We've made offers to buy houses in areas where fires have been recorded.
Are you suggesting that I'm burning people out of their homes so that I can sell them new ones?
What happens to your plans if a family like the Morellis refuses to sell?
We work around them. Business finds a way. That's the American way.
Okay, we're bad cop here.
Come on, Mr. Monroe. You expect me to believe that you would build a new development with one of those old piles smack bang in the center of it?
Progress is an inexorable process, detective. Those who choose to stand in defiance are usually confined to the wastebasket of history. To answer your question, yes, we would build around them if we had to. Most people see sense. The arsonists, do you have any suspects?
We aren't at liberty to say.
I didn't think so. The contractors I use for waybills, you suppose it could be any of them? I have a list of their names if it'd be available.
Well, it would be.
That would be very helpful.
It would be very helpful, yeah.
Glad to hear it. I'm always happy to help the LAPD. My secretary will provide you with that list. Did you know that I'm on the board of the police pension fund?
Well, what are they talking about? Hold up.
Glad to be of help, officers.
What did they just say then? Where's that list?
What's the story? Any of these names ring a bell?
Unless I'm missing something. Paul Jones. Honestly, no. Like, unless I'm Leon. I haven't heard any of these names. So, okay. We're just tapping everywhere now.
Herbert Chapman is on this
Who the
list.
fuck is that then?
Find the phone. We need to know where we're at with Chapman.
Oh, is he the guy? Is he the guy we let loose last time with the matchstick and the cigarette? We used a telephone in this room here.
Your boss is a fine man.
Oh my god.
California to be a secretary.
Okay. Sorry for the silence at the moment. It's the spectacle of this game. It's like I wasn't expecting. I'm just blown away by it.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
What the hell?
Phelps badge 1247.
What the hell?
How could I help, Detective?
Can you check whether we are still holding a Herbert Chapman?
Let me find out for you. He was released this morning, Detective. I'm sorry, Detective.
Not your fault. Can you give me a last known address and put out an APB on the guy?
I'll get back to you, Detective. APB will go out over KGPL shortly.
Thanks for your help.
I wonder if we'll get the scene where the captain's annoyed. Go back to the
Lousy piece of shit.
police HQ and it's like, and what's this I've been hearing about you speaking to Leland Monroe? Harassing him when I specifically told you not to, Phelps. But he's involved with the case somehow, I know it. I don't want to hear it. You're on suspension. 2 weeks without pay. I wouldn't criticise the game if you did that scene because this is what it's all about, isn't it? It's just the genre of noir. Let me take off my pretentious hat now. Get back into shitty Let's Player hat. Right, let's go. Come on, Biggs. Move.
Watch it.
There we go. It's much better than talking about shitty pretentious shit. Like genre. So easily entertained. But just to be pretentious again, Leland Monroe does remind me of the protagonist in Chinatown, played by someone Hudson, who, by the way, that character in Chinatown is probably the most evil film character in history. It's absolutely disgusting, and he's just vile and horrible, and it's just was brilliant because you know if your film gets you to hate someone that much, then if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It's like, oh my god, that ending. If you haven't, it's probably on YouTube for free. And if you're into LA Noire, you will like Chinatown, definitely. You will definitely like it. Anyway, enough of that. Let's head into the ranch. Douche. I do douche.
You know, there are times when you really miss a nightstick. There's more religion in the end of a nightstick than in 100 cathedrals.
I'm not gonna tell you again, sir.
Don't tell me when and how I can come and go on my own property.
It is not
This is
safe,
America,
sir.
dickhead.
Now step back, or I'll lock you up for a
Smart
fray.
mouth son of a bitch.
Come on, then!
What is... Okay, we're fine. I can quite understand
We're
that.
gonna have to pacify these poor saps.
Oh, it's supposed to be a riot, is it? I thought it was like 5 people. Okay.
Did you write them?
I always get a bit silent on the fighting scenes because it's just... The clicks are in abundance on the controller, and I don't like clicks. I looked on Reddit, like the Let's Play Reddit thing, and people are like, I actually like hearing the clicks of the controller because it kind of reminds you that someone's playing the game. But I don't really want... I don't like it myself, and so I'd find it off-putting if I was watching a Let's Player and they were clicking all the time. So I'm just doing this.
Good thing you showed up when you did, detectives. Those folks were baying for blood.
If you like it, you're a bit of a fucking freak as well. You should be locked up. It's quite a popular comment though. They're like, oh, I actually quite like hearing the controller clicks on Let's Plays. It's like 7 likes, I think it was. What's that right there? Because I was just stressing about it on the first episode of this game. Not even wedged in, are they?
Mortar is like dust. Is that normal in a fire?
You'd expect some shrinkage in the heat, but it looks like the cement barely adhered to the brick. Doesn't appear to be any wall ties either. This thing looks like it was built on the cheap. You got an idea, Hotshot?
Shut the fuck up. He just slept with someone. Why is everyone treating him like shit? Like, he's a dick to his wife. It's no one else's business. And like, Biggs is just jealous because like he's like young and is like quite intelligent and aspires to do great things. Speaking of which,
a beautiful face still earns love for me in it. Give me your heart and faith.
boy, that is hat.
'Cause I always kill the things I love.
Buy me a drink, Cole? No. Not even for old time's sake? Not even for that. You're not gonna ask me why I'm here? I wouldn't give you the pleasure. We'll get around to it. She's in fine voice this evening. I wonder how the commander would feel Save about... the threats for someone who cares about them, Roy.
You're breaking my heart, Cole. You know how I feel about you. Stay away from Elysian Fields.
I should have known that you were playing errand boy.
You and your doofus partner. You have been warned.
Thanks for your cooperation, officer.
I love you.
Stay away. You have no idea the type of people that are involved in that company.
I have a pretty good idea, Roy. The same kind of people that sent you here.
Your investigation is finished. Homicide will be taking over from here. I've heard we've had a spate of grass fires in the hills that you and that hunchback might be able to handle. Thanks for the drink, Cole.
You get the message about Monroe?
Yeah. Earl delivered it. You?
McKelty started making noises about my pension.
Sorry about that, Herschel. I didn't mean to drag you into this.
Save it, Phelps. Monroe's an asswipe. And so was Earl. And so was McKelty when it's all said and done. 11K, go ahead.
Where are we going?
11K, last known address of suspect Herbert Chapman is 650 North Kingsman Drive in
Roger that, KGPL. 11K en route.
Let's go pick him up.
Do we need to go in the
You fought at Sugarloaf, didn't you?
I did.
location? Yeah.
But I don't like to talk about it.
You come across a guy called Jack Kelso out that way?
Oh shit.
You know Jack Kelso?
He's an insurance investigator over at California Fire and Life. Our paths cross from time to time. For some reason, seeing you makes me think of him.
Has, Jack spoken to you about his experiences on Sugarloaf? Or the rest of the campaign?
Jack keeps...
Sorry, I had an itch in my face. I thought I could navigate. Go on. Carry on, Biggs.
Jack keeps stum just like you. You know what it feels like to get back from conflict. You gotta respect that.
Oh, it's all sort of tying together now, isn't it? Royale came across a little bit like I have never seen Royale here so weak as he did during that that scene there. I know he was saying words like he was saying like strong words, stay away, but it just seemed like it just came across like, honestly I don't remember. I've stressed before, I do not remember the ending of this game at all. Maybe apart from the one big thing that happens. Yeah, he just came across like someone had something on him or something like that. And he also came across really weird about his hair. It looks very strange. Spike your hair up, man. You're flattening it down.
Use the siren. Maybe those metal things in front of you called cars will know you're in a hurry.
Yeah, I'm not going to start doing that now. We've come so far without them. I'd use the sirens when,
You are listening to Duke Ellington.
you know, we'd get somewhere fast. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, chase someone. Well, there's been someone shooting up the bus or whatever it was. Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's very hot. It's been a lovely April, Sorry, I'm losing trail a bit, aren't I? Oh. We do tend to run out of steam a little bit when it approaches sort of coming towards the hour mark on Let's Plays. And it's like, oh, the weather. The glorious weather. Ah! Right, we're almost there anyway. I thought by now I would not have any trouble, you know, talking shit, but when I start talking about weather, you know I've got nothing to say. Because I think as well, usually I can talk about the case a bit, and I like to get involved with it, but everything is so up in the air with this case at the moment, it's not really much to go on.
We're looking for Herbert Chapman.
I'm looking for him too. I need him to move his car so I can mow the lawn.
He's definitely not here.
I've been banging on his door off and on for a couple of hours. Yeah, he's out somewhere.
Right.
There's some kind of problem.
Ready? Oh, ready? Oh.
Let's see what he's hauling around.
Oh, one of them again. Oh, excuse me.
Motive, opportunity, and hard evidence.
Yep, he is bang to rights, my American friend. Let's have a look.
We should advise the APB. He's clearly armed.
8 rounds. Yeah, the old 8-round guy. Typical. There's that flyer again.
Definitely gives him opportunity.
Holy cool. There he is. It's Chapman. He's coming out of the laundromat. Shit. He's seen us.
For fuck's sake.
Cops! Again!
Oh, for God's sake. He looks a bit like Lee Evans, doesn't he, that guy? If you're American, you probably won't know who Lee... Actually, you might know Lee Evans, because he was in that film Mousetrap with Timon and Pumbaa.
Car 11K calling KGPL.
Where is he? He's in a fucking cable car.
11K requesting assistance. In pursuit of suspect aboard the 1110 University streetcar. Currently heading east on Melrose Avenue. Advise all units. Suspect is in control of car and driving dangerously.
So slow, I'm not really bothered to this about pursuing him. I'm happy with this though, you know. It's ridiculous. He just run away. You wouldn't do this, would he? I suppose it's a bit different. Yeah, it's movie. It's hard.
Stay on his ass, Cole. Don't lose him.
Try not to. I mean, might be a bit of a tricky customer. Going at the velocity he's going at, but I'll do my best. Am I supposed to get him or something? Am I supposed to like? No, it's stupid. Oh no, I has done something. Okay, yeah, man, press around it. Let's ram this one as well. Yeah, that seems to be working actually. Get the front side of it now. Let's get the front side. Oh no! Oh lordy, lordy, lordy.
See if he can damage one of the wheels.
Yeah.
Might act like a brake and slow the thing down.
We'll come in to the far.
It's no good. We need to get closer.
Oh yes, I know. Oh god, it's got some speed in it, isn't it? Oh, crying out loud.
Get me closer to the driver's cabin.
Shut up, big man. I'm doing my best, alright? Why can't I get to hang out the window and complain and shout? And shoot! Shout.
End of the line, you little prick. Come on, Cole.
Sorry. Let's get out. There he is. Oh, fuck. Are we supposed to shoot? I don't really know. Are we supposed to kill him? Well, I guess so then. Alright, fine. So I know I wasn't really.
Looks like we have our man, Cole. Well done.
I'm not so sure. Chapman seemed to have his own agenda. Seems to be more to this than a personal vendetta.
What are you talking about?
Fires benefit Elysian in some way. I see Chapman and Monroe working together.
You have a point. The evidence is good for Chapman. Hard to be worrying about his side of the story when he's blasting away with that big 45.
I mean, yes.
Nice work, gentlemen. Put yourself at considerable risk stopping that trolley and probably saved a lot of lives. Anyone else but you, Phelps, and you'd be up for a bravery award. We've had our eyes on that slippery son of a bitch Chapman for as long as I can remember. I couldn't be happier than to wipe him off the scoreboard. I hope this puts to bed that crazy stuff you had going about Leland Monroe. What were you thinking, Phelps? You'll be calling Richard Nixon a crook next.
Ha ha! And he turned out to be a crook. What a great in-joke there from the game designers.
What is it?
A letter from Lou. His insurance policy named me beneficiary.
California Fire and Life. You worked for Elysian?
The roof that he was working on collapsed.
It's a very generous settlement. Elsa, I'd like you to do something for me. I think there's something dirty about Elysian Fields.
What has that got to do with Lou?
I want you to reject this settlement. I want you to go and see an investigator named Jack Kelso and ask him to make some inquiries about Lou's case.
Isn't this police work?
Do you want to find out what happened to Lou?
Why would he help this Kelso?
Jack won't be able to help himself if he smells a rat.
He's a friend of yours?
He hates my guts. Elsa, you could take this money and let them get away with it, or we could get Jack's help and do something about it.
Why not be honest with this man, Cole? He deserves your honesty if you want his help.
Believe me, Elsa, I'd like to level with him. I really would, but it's too late. Years too late.
So obviously, I don't know, but just a bit like zone. Oh, it's the end of it. Okay. This is a bit of a, kind of a weird mission. That like just a bit jaded. It feels a bit sort of fragmented. I didn't quite understand what was going on half the time. A bit like all my other Let's Plays, isn't it, guys? And there you go. I don't know how many more episodes there'll be. I won't do a long outro. Don't know, probably like 3 or something. 3-4 more episodes, I'd guess would be my guess. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you come this far and you haven't subscribed yet, just fuck off. Like, just fuck off. Like, I don't need you watching my shit if you're like, you know, cheating me out of content, right? But yeah, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe and like the video, anything to get this channel going and that. I am rambling now. Right, keep your eyes peeled for the next episode.